the one thing I think that we can kind of touch on, that you can maybe touch on better than us, would be Ryan Garcia going with Joe Goosen.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just overall thoughts on that, and then what does Joe Goosen do that might help young Rye, King Rye?
Lord. I think that I'll answer the first one or the second one. I think that Joe Goosen was, we talk a lot about experience, and I think that my comprehension of experience is you just, some things you don't know until you go through it.
Yeah,
it's not.
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And adversity makes champion.
And adversity. I brought that back.
You guys are assholes. Motivation Monday.
But okay, here, I'll just use this for an example. If you've never done the kind of training that I've done,
I haven't.
You may think that you're in shape for fights, but then when you come and you do it the Porter way, and my dad says, "Hey, do you know how to swim?" And you're like, "No," and he's like, "Okay, well,
good luck.
we're gonna get in this 5-foot pool so that you can swim, and you go in, and you work on it." But while you're working on that, what that's doing is, my dad connected the physical with the mental, and he learned that if I can get my son to swim and get comfortable in the water, then he'll be comfortable under any condition in the ring. Actually proved itself right. So for a fighter, and I'm cut it even shorter. So for any fighter that thinks they're in shape, and then they get with Kenny Porter, and Kenny Porter says, "Well, hey, you're going to start swimming." That's an experience that fighter's never had, that all of a sudden he's stronger and lasts much longer in the boxing ring. Yeah. And you can say, "Well, Kenny Porter got me into great condition for this fight, and I haven't been here since."
Or you can't handle it.
So, or you can't handle it. Yeah. In my dad's case, nobody handles it. So, I think that Joe's going to bring some experiences to Ryan Garcia that he may not have had before. Some different techniques, some different just boxing, just kind of like the IQ of boxing, kind of the who, what's, when, where, how to do certain things that I'm assuming that no one's been able to kind of touch on with Ryan Garcia.
And I don't think it's a knock on Eddie Reynoso. Sometimes, fighters change trainers all the time.
Yeah.
Reynoso's a great trainer right now.
Yeah, well, some would argue he's the best trainer in the game right now.
He's got some great drills.
And then every fighter, every trainer has their style. So maybe Eddie's style is more of an aggressive attack and, setting up certain punches. And maybe, I'm speculating 100%, but maybe Ryan's looking for something different, and he found out that he could get that from Joe.
I know correct me if I'm wrong, you haven't worked like in a gym with Joe.
No, but we've had conversations.
That was going to be my next question. What does he do as a trainer? What is his, is he?
Get you in shape.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Is that he's
does he?
Yeah.
Look how Chris Areola performed against Ruiz.
He probably
at
has
41.
He probably has him working out in the damn jean jackets and
right,
jeans.
Right. This is your attire. Yeah. I think that Joe's kind of like he's kind of a scenarios kind of guy. So he'll probably break down all of these scenarios, and this is what you do when this happens, and just kind of A through Z it literally, and breaks it. He'll probably break it all down for Ryan, and just kind of elementary it and make it make sense in a way that he'll help Ryan from a standpoint of being able to see things quicker, maybe being able to react quicker. Some stuff like that. I have no clue. Maybe we should go check out the camp.
Well, I got a chance at the Salas gym today. Went to see how didn't get a chance to see Ugas, but I talked with Ismail Salas, and one guy that works with him, Bob Santos. You might know him, Sean. Mm-hmm. And Bob manages a lot of fighters, and he worked alongside Emmanuel Stewart, and one of the guys he worked for 9 years under was Joe Goosen. And I'm asking Bob, like, "Oh, you worked under Joe Goosen. What do you think of this Ryan Garcia move?" And he goes, "Well, one thing about Joe is he's great. He's a master on the inside fighting." Yep. And I remember as soon as he said that, "You better fucking get inside on him now." When Diego Corrales, when he said that to Diego Corrales, who fought Jose Luis Castillo. So
best round of boxing in my opinion of all time. Yeah, just me personally. Yeah. That's my favorite. Ever.
Second best.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would be number one?
Number one is
Hagler Hearns. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But to your point, a lot of fighters aren't comfortable getting to the inside because, just simply put, if you got a knife and I step back, you can't touch me. But the closer I get to you, the more liable you are to touch me with that knife.
Fair.
Now, if I'm up on you, a lot of guys don't want to be that close because they know that something's coming back.
You get stabbed.
Something's coming back. You know what I mean? And I hate to use that analogy, but
Is it something?
Joe, excuse me, but
No,
Joe is kind of a tactician on fighting on the inside. And I think that he helps get guys comfortable with fighting on the inside. Inside fighting is an art. There's an art to it, and when perfected, that is nice.
And that actually leads perfectly into my question. See, we worked out well there. I was wondering, is that something that you can learn to do and learn to be comfortable with inside fighting? Because I can't really think of somebody off the top of my head that like we didn't see fight on the inside and then all of a sudden like decided to fight on the inside.
Yeah.
I just don't know if is that something that you can teach to be, or is it?
I hate to.
Is it in spots? Like, is it like? Yeah, we can do that, but maybe a little bit more. Or
I got two things. Number one, the first thing that came to mind was Andre Berto doing the shoulder roll. Like you just don't overnight. You just don't overnight do the shoulder. You don't overnight go to the body.
Yeah.
You don't overnight get comfortable going to the body.
Yeah.
But the best way, what I've learned
Winky right.
in life, what I've learned in life and also in the boxing ring is you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say any names, but I did hear about a fighter in Kent with Joe, and he said Joe wanted me to fight on the inside, and that's not my fight game. That's not what I do. And it was a bumping of the heads because Joe's like, no, today we're going to the inside. And he's like, I'm not an inside fighter.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
That's where Joe's coming from. And Joe will cut you off. Joe doesn't care about the money. Joe doesn't care about the fame that's going to come from who he's working with.
He's lived it.
He's done it. He's lived it. So in a lot of ways, Ryan's got a good thing coming at him because he's got a guy who's going to be stern, really does know what he's talking about, and can help him improve and get comfortable in some areas that he may be uncomfortable.
Williams Zepeda also fights on that undercard of Jaime Munguia.
And
people are big fans of Williams Zepeda.
And then the other side of your question is, typically what happens for a fighter, if he's not comfortable doing that, he'll find spots in training when he wants to do it. And I know
or he
Joe
tries to fight on the inside and gets knocked out and then doesn't shoot again.
Joe's a lot like my dad. Nothing but body punches this round. That's all you're doing. I don't want to see any fucking jabs. That's Joe. So
I just want to see. I just want to see Ryan fight.
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
He some of the quotes were about building his brand, and the best way to build your brand is by
fighting,
getting those fast hands and that powerful left hook in the ring, man. So people love Instagram, but we want to see those fast hands in those rings. So,
absolutely, yeah. He obviously, and he mentioned he was going through some stuff, and he seems to be in a good spot now. So. Yeah, hopefully we see him. Maybe 2 months from now, he's supposed to fight him.
Yeah, against Emmanuel to go. Right.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.